Game 1 of the current series. If you're just starting out, you're in the right place. Okay, this is the Losers Bracket Final now from the MLG Winter Championship event. That was the private pay-per-view event that MLG held about a month ago now, last weekend in February. Now in this game, we will have MVP.DRG as the red Zerg, up in the northern position, on Daybreak. Now this is the GSL Daybreak. While down in the southern position, we have EG.HuK as the blue Protoss. And he is asking for somebody to kill the lights. I'm gonna guess that has to do with the event and nothing in-game.
I would assume so. Looks like they got that taken care of for him. Dropping his pylon at the natural, so probably forge fast expand. Pretty standard PVZ for the last forever.
You know, HuK just got knocked down to the loser bracket final here by losing to Marine King. And he is still fighting to defend his MLG Championship. He was the winner of the last MLG event. And he is the only two-time MLG winner. This would be his third if he can win it.
A little bit of probe micro trying to shut down one of the mineral patches in DRG's main. Spawning pool going down now.
Yeah, that probe managing to successfully shut down that one mineral field. Oh, no, the drone manages to get some minerals. This is an all-new type of harass probe. Well, not a new type, we've seen it before. And the Nexus goes down, Nexus first, as you called it.
Nexus before Forge, though. I think usually that's the other way around, but if it works, there goes the Forge.
Meanwhile, DRG has gone for his 14 hatch. The probe was not there in time to do any harass of that. And the spawning pool is just about to finish.
4 Zerglings on the way, so... And Gateway on the way as well. It seems like 4... Usually a couple more than you see when the pylon doesn't actually get stopped to block the natural.
Yeah, frequently there's only 2 Zerglings if there's no pylon to knock down or other harass happening. But going for the slightly safer number, or perhaps trying to take some map control, looks like. Sending the Zerglings out right away.
Well, maybe
Sweeping
he knows
for proxies,
it's just...
perhaps.
Yeah, maybe he's hoping he can get there before the photon cannon's up, but... We'll see.
Photon cannon's already a little over halfway done, so that's unlikely. Nexus is finishing up. Probe's here ready to drop another building for the wall, and nope, he's moving away instead. Here come the Zerglings. Photon cannon's just finishing, as is the gateway. Zerglings do get in behind the minerals, out of range of the photon cannon.
Looks like he might be going for a run by. Maybe? Maybe not.
Nope, he's just gonna hang out on top of...
Dropping his third. Or DRG is, rather.
Yep, HuK has dropped his cybernetics core. Yeah, the Zergling's just gonna sit here on top of the minerals and prevent efficient mining from there. Here comes the Zealot, though. That'll make things a little hard for them. Zealot's chasing the Zerglings around the corner. Zergling's gonna get out, it looks like. Oh, one of them dies to the photon cannon. But the other 3 are gonna get out of here.
Yep, another group of 2 sort of roaming around, probably looking for a probe dropping proxy pylons. And another set of 2
those 2
actually find
do
them.
Catch a probe out by DRG's third. It was about to drop the pylon, but now they're chasing it away. It did not drop the pylon.
Yep. DRG currently has 3 groups of Zerglings, 1 of 3, 2 of 2.
Meanwhile, HuK getting +1 weapons, also getting the warp gate research. Starting to get stalkers out of that gateway. Still just on the 1 gateway.
Yep, DRG's third just finishing, starting drone production there. No transfer though. And finally getting gas in his main.
So it's got to be a stressful game for HuK, facing down DRG to defend defend his MLG status. DRG is not an easy opponent.
Yeah, DRG starting Roach Worm. Yeah, it's HuK's MLG legacy versus DRG's GSL supremacy.
Yep, HuK dropping 5 more gateways. But yeah, I mean, any top, GSL champion type or, anywhere in the upper echelons of Code S player is a monstrous opponent for any foreigner to face.
Savannah's been doing pretty well, as has Naniwa.
And HuK. But
yeah, it seems like HuK has had less luck most recently, though.
Those 5 extra gateways are finishing up. That brings HuK to 6 gateways. Warp Gate research just about to be done. Now finished.
Which is great. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have any pylons out on the map.
Starting a Twilight Council, converting all his gateways to warp gates now. Now he does have +1 weapons. No more upgrades are on the way yet, though.
Yep, here we go. Probe moving out of the main, dropping a pylon on the other side of the wall. 2 pylons.
Drops a few sentries, catches just a few Zerglings for a couple force fields. And also looks like HuK's going over to grab a 3rd. Yes, he is grabbing a 3rd now. Now chronoing out +2 weapons for his ground units. Twilight Council is done, and now working on Blink.
Sentries get the Scout Overlord.
DRG, meanwhile, now getting gases at his 3rd.
Some more Roaches and Zerglings coming in to join these Zerglings at the Zelnaga Tower. Seems like DRG's doing a good job, sort of, with the early game Zerglings. We're thinking he was making too many, but did a good job of sort of keeping HuK in his base scared. Macro Hatch is about halfway done the main, litter is finished.
Yeah, DRG going up to his 80 drones. Getting Burrow. Also just about to get a Macro Hatch in the main. Roach Warrens working on Roach speed.
35 supply ahead at this point. And the 4th is on its way. This is sort of what DRG looks like when you aren't harassing him in any way, I guess.
Few Zerglings come around to HuK's 3rd, decide to leave, don't poke in. Yeah, unharassed DRG about to be on 4 bases with his favorite number of drones.
He's also now up 50 supply. Sort of getting to be bad.
Now HuK's gonna move forward and kill these Roaches that had knocked down the destructible debris. Stalkers blink up. Gonna clean those up.
And you get 3.
Looks like a few of them, one of them might get away and joins a few other Roaches. More units coming from the north, though, into these Stalkers. Not really enough to take on the Stalkers, though. Some Blink Micro, giving the Stalkers the advantage. However, Roaches coming from behind, forcing the Stalkers away.
And do get one.
Just one. Yeah, HuK at 108 supply to DRG up at 170, and rapidly climbing.
Yeah, Tunneling Claws on their way for the Roaches, though. And he's pushing into HuK's 3rd.
Yep, comes up,
taking out
goes
one
for the cannon. Or the photon cannon right away. There are Stalkers here. Gets the 2nd photon cannon, and then the Roaches leave. Meanwhile, another engagement up in the front. Burrow trying to counter the force fields, but HuK has an observer there. The Roaches are forced to just simply engage this large number of sentries straight up.
Roaches at the 3rd do take out a gateway, as well as a couple of Stalkers are going to push back again now. Re-engaging.
Yep, getting right up on top of the Stalkers. And they do have the mass to take the fight. Meanwhile, he is continuing to push in the front by the natural as well. More Lings and Roaches streaming in, not a whole lot of them, but enough to take on these couple sentries and zealots that are still standing here. An Immortal has just arrived and is walking by, and is going to get caught.
One Immortal just
right down.
The wrong place, the wrong time, didn't get a single shot off.
DRG continuing to just stream in Roaches and Lings.
Observer here to just sort of record the fall of the civilization.
Yep, HuK down at 90 supply to DRG still at 170.
Yeah, more Roaches and Lings just streaming across the map. I don't see a way for HuK to turn this around.
Robocility is unpowered. More and more Roaches. HuK is, for the moment, kind of holding the wall outside his natural, but the roaches are headed up towards the third. Not nearly enough stalkers here to stop this number of roaches.
Roaches splitting, some to deal with probe, some engaging the stalkers.
Meanwhile, more just red, Zerg blobs, roaches just streaming right across the map.
And HuK GG's out.
Yep.
Yeah, he just let DRG do anything he wanted, and it looks like he just wanted to mass up and kill HuK outright.
Yeah, a very Zergy tactic of playing Zerg. Just walls of units constantly streaming across the map. And that really comes down to HuK's lack of harass. He never did anything to slow DRG down.
Yeah, those extra couple Zerglings in the start of the game that caught the probe that was going to drop the pylon for his gateways, and then just sort of not really leaving his base, just sort of being happy to dance and drop force fields for the Zerglings that were, faux poking into his main. He did all he had to do, I guess, to discourage HuK from attacking him.
Yep, so on to game 2.